right, center strategy didn't work. 50 years of failure continues. Point to Nylander, finds Tavares. Matthews from John Tavares.
Matthews' alleged behavior.
Good God almighty. What the hell happened in this series? All right, so welcome to Toronto, Kevin Fiala. Fiala dancing through the speed. Oh my yes. The Toronto Maple Leafs have done it. They've brought number 87, Sidney Crosby, north of the border.
I'm not pussyfooting around like some guys.
All right, Toronto, we are back after another defeat in a playoff run. This time, we didn't even make it to the conference finals. Second round exit to the Detroit Red Wings after a complete choke job by Connor Hellebuyck in the last 3 games of the series. The dreaded 3-1 series lead for your Toronto Maple Leafs. And we were playing great. Every aspect of this team was playing great. We were scoring goals. We were keeping the puck out of the net. Our power play was on fire. And I mean, look at this. Game 1, 4-3 victory. So Connor Hellebuyck, 3 goals against. All right, Detroit can score. Game 2, 4-1 victory. Perfect, right? We're up 2-0 in the series. We've dominated one. We won a close one in game 1. Game 3 was it? That's the one that we lost. Their first home game. Fine, 3-1. Connor Hellebuyck only allowed 3 goals in that game though as well. Game 4, we come back and we win it 4-2. Connor Hellebuyck only allows 2 goals. We're up 3-1 in the series. 2 of those games, we dominate them. The other 2, one was close. The other one, all right, they beat us. So they had 1 good game out of 4. We had 2 out of 4. And then the next 3, 4-3 loss, with John Tavares getting a hat trick and Connor Hellebuyck allowing 2 goals late in the 3rd period, followed up by a 4-1 loss. Again, he allows 4 goals, followed up by a 6-4 loss. And I know that Hill was in the net, but Connor Hellebuyck allowed the first 3 goals of the game in the first fucking 10 minutes. 10 minutes. He had a 6-6 save percentage in Game 7. It just completely fell apart for us. And again, the dreaded 3-1 series lead. Woo, I'd almost much rather just lose Game 4 and make it 2-2, honestly. Like, I just can't believe it. This could have been a year that we won a Stanley Cup, but I have to think carefully here because I did say that this was going to be a season where we would struggle. I just didn't think that we would struggle being up 3-1 against a team like Detroit with a goaltender like 89 overall. Look at his save percentage in the playoffs. It was 9-2-2. You couldn't deliver me a 9-2-2 game in one of the last 3? A 6-6-7 save percentage in the fucking games. Oh my God, in Game 7, it's so frustrating. I know I'm swearing like a sailor, but I really felt like we should have been off to the Eastern Conference Finals to face off against who? The New Jersey Devils. And they also have Chicago and Anaheim over there in the Western Conference. So Chicago, Toronto, it could have happened again. So in this video, our team is pretty much going to be the same. We're not going to go long. I'm telling you guys right now, we're calling it at free agency. So this video is all about the lead up to the draft, retirements, the re-sign stage, and the NHL entry draft itself, all right? And the draft lottery, but we don't have a lottery pick this season. So other than that, I'll show you guys the team stats because I rage quit last time. Everyone was playing well. This is what's going to be so frustrating about this. Tavares, 18 points in 12 games played. I mean, what more does he have to do in the playoffs? Nylander, McKinnon silenced up there. 94 overall. Silenced on the first line, playing with a 92. Where's friggin' Marner? Wow. So is it Kevin Fiala on that first line that's hurting them? Or was it a defend? Was it Riley and Liljegren? Riley and Liljegren. I mean, everyone was a minus. No, because a lot of our goals were coming from the power play, if you remember. So that's not going to add to the plus categories. But then we had a great goaltending. We had great goaltending, 9-2-2. And that was even higher because he had a 6-6-7 save percentage in Game 7. So it all fell apart. All right, the Dynasty window is done. We need one more year of growth, and then not next year, but the year after that, we should be a stud team. I know it sucks. I know. Oh, it's so frustrating. So, once again, the Toronto Maple Leafs have to go into the offseason with no Stanley Cup hardware. Jonathan Taves probably going to retire. Oh, yeah, and our Team Canada, right? Like, Taser, Crosby, are these guys Gonzo Alonzo? Are they going to retire? I'd love to bring back Crosby. Son of a boo! It would have been the third time in 4 years in the Stanley Cup Finals, the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. But no, Detroit had to shit all over that. So Chicago in this universe won the Stanley Cup in year 2, lost in the finals in year 3, and back to the Cup Finals to win it in year 5. Oh my God. Since 2010, the Chicago Blackhawks have won the Stanley Cup 5 times. There's no one player that's been there, though, because Kane left after 4. Keith, I think, is gone as well. So it's the new Chicago Blackhawks, who all have 2 cup rings on them. Nylander, Strome, DeBrincat, right? A Bachfist. That would have been such a good... They have the Dynasty. I don't. And Harold Bluetooth Frederick Anderson won it again, probably. So the LA Kings, oh man, could you imagine if Arizona missed the playoffs? Because they would have been around there like 10, 12. 3 teams moved up to the draft lottery this time. LA moves from 12 to 1st. Winnipeg goes from 10 to 2 after making the Cup Finals last year, losing. Pittsburgh goes from 6 to 3. All right, Nashville, Edmonton still missing the playoffs. Oh my God. All right, so here we are. We are in the... Yeah, take a look at the awards. Take a look at the player growth. If friggin' Harold Bluetooth Frederick Anderson won the Conn Smythe, I swear to God. The Stanley Cup goes to Chicago. President's Trophy goes to Florida. It was Detroit to go to the final. So Detroit beat everybody in the East. They beat Florida. They beat Toronto. They beat New Jersey. What the heck? The YZERPLAN is real, man. They shot our damn team out of the sky. Individual awards. Art Ross goes to Mitch Marner. There you go, Mitch. First time Art Ross champion right there. Mitch Marner. He stole that from Austin Matthews. Hart Memorial goes to Mitch Marner. Too bad Mitch Marner completely shit the bed come playoff time. Where the hell was the Art performance when we needed it against Detroit? James Norris goes to Quinn Hughes. Lady Bing goes to Mitch Marner, so he is disciplined out there as well. Calder Memorial goes to Lokshianov, the first overall pick in last year's NHL entry draft. Dylan Strome wins the Conn Smythe, so a pair of young Blackhawks for the future now are Conn Smythe champions. Alexander Nylander in 22 and Dylan Strome in 25. You can add them to the list of Patrick Kane and Duncan Keith with the Conn Smythe winners. Wow. Vezina Trophy goes to Kanahat, last year's Stanley Cup champion. So you can see how this universe is shaping up with the young Chicago Blackhawks, the young Philadelphia Flyers, the Leafs who are kind of like in between right now. I do like this universe. Yeah, you know what? The EA, that's actually great programming. The fact that Lacouture got to the friggin' second round and got his team in the playoffs with no blue line. Yeah, he is the best damn coach in the NHL. Frank J. Selke, they should just rename that the Ryan O'Reilly Trophy. Ted Lindsay goes to Mitch Marner. Maurice Richard goes to Nathan McKinnon. So we took home the hardware. We just didn't show up in the playoffs. This is what's so frustrating. My second line showed up, but my first line didn't. Oh, my God. All right, and might as well just sim to the draft, yeah. All right, so the Central Scouting Rankings, blah, blah, blah. All right, retired players. What do we got? Oh, Jonathan Taser. Taser retires when Chicago wins another Stanley Cup. If he would have just stayed there his entire career, he could have had 5. But we tried to get him one more. You know what? That's actually good for us, though, because he was not going to be good enough for next year. I think Crosby to the 4th line. Crosby back 4th line. Because he could kill penalties, remember? And then Roslovic and then another 2-way forward. I'd love to bring Crosby back. Stashny, Letang, all these guys. Goaltenders. Henrik Lundqvist retires as a member of the Calgary Flames with Weaver. But remember, Weaver and Calgary missed the playoffs. So Nashville's actually getting... Where did Nashville... Did you guys catch that, by the way? Where did Nashville move up in the draft? Jonathan Quick with Tampa Bay is gone. Crawford is gone. So a bunch of... Reimer, no! Where did Nashville go? Because they got their 4th? No, they didn't get 4th. Blake Wheeler. All right, so the players are now coach. Blake Wheeler, Christopher Tanev, PK Subban, and Dustin Brown. Coaches that have retired. Anybody for Toronto? The Marlies, Frederick Josefson. Don't worry about him. Draft class, I don't worry about that. I don't like the draft class setup. And there we go. All right, so let me just save this. Make sure. This is really cool, though. In this universe, the Chicago Blackhawks, they're a top-tier team. And I was questioning, how the hell did they part ways with Patrick Kane? It made sense. It absolutely made sense. So let's see if we've had any regular season jumps. Kevin Fiala didn't really have a full year with our team. Let's see, though. So, first off, goaltenders. Hell yes. Now, if you could come back next year and freaking play better for me in the playoffs there, Connor Hellebuck, I'd really like to see that. Connor Hellebuck jumped up to a 90 overall. So this is what I mean about Connor Hellebuck. We're not trading him. We have him for another 2 years while we're on the growth window. We're keeping him. I need him to just show up in the playoffs, all right? So that's good for us. Defensively, Timothy Liljegren grew. Morgan Riley stayed the same. Lundstrom up to an 83. Shillington and Bear down to 81. You see, this is the problem now that I'm not playing these guys. We could almost replace Bear or Shillington with Combs starting next season, right? Maybe even move on from Ethan Bear, but I can do that at free agency. We're not going to have any issues with cap. We can do that at free agency. Gavrikov is in there as well. In the system, what do we got? Kokkonen, Rasanen, Christensen, 76 overall. So we can bring up Christensen and Combs to the blue line. 94, 88. Hey, Kevin Fiala grew to 86. So this is what I'm talking about with the growth here. We had an 83 overall Kevin Fiala on the first line with McKinnon and Marner during the real-time sim for the playoffs. He's now an 86. Now, what did I say? 1 more year of growth, and he'll turn into an 88, 89. And then next year, when he's 30, and McKinnon's like 32, Marner's 31, that's your prime line, and it'll all be in the 90s, essentially, right? And then you can build the depth of youngins after. So the Kevin Fiala signing's really good, and the fact that we extended him, he's 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, he has medium top 6 potential. That's going to be a lot better during the... What the hell? How did the Baconator on the third line with... Oh, he had power play time. He had power play time. So Baconator re-signed as well for that third. Oh, my third line's coming together now. Crosby, how much do you want, buddy? How much do you want? 1 year, $7 million. I'm going to wait on that, Crosby. I'm going to wait on you, bud. Warren Fogs, Dansk up to an 81. Quinn, 81. Roslovich, Audette up to an 80. All right, so some slow growth. Audette and Dansk still need another year. Lundstrom as well, but that's what I mean. 1 more year of growth, and the year after that, we should be the favorites in the NHL. Just got to try to keep John Tavares up as high as I can. So other than that, we are good to go, right? We have the upcoming NHL entry draft, but we don't have any draft picks. Sorry, I take that back. We don't have any lottery picks. We have 2 first-rounders, ours and Arizona's, but they should be, like, Arizona should be somewhere in the top 20. Ours should be in the top 30 somewhere, so yeah. Scouts, it's time for you to shine. The Twitch Scouts are here with us, ladies and gentlemen. So let's take a look at the draft class. This guy, Eskalainen, is going first. Medium elite. 7 goals, 16 assists. Looks like he is a playmaker. I'm not trading up in this year's draft, boys. I'm not trading up. To give all of you guys a look-see on what potential assets I have, all I gotta do is slow down my speech pattern. Sometimes my brain is moving faster than my lips can keep up with. Alright, so we have our goaltender situation taken care of. Blue line, now I could trade Ethan Bear, Gavrikov, but I want to wait till free agency. Again, I want the options available, so I'm not willing to do that just yet. And then the forward core, no. It's gonna be interesting to see where is Cairns, by the way. Cairns is 69 overall, 22 years of age. So, again, we might want to think about trading Cairns at free agency to bring in somebody, right? But for right now, we're going to keep it. So, boys, this is why I said this video is going to be a little bit quicker. We're pretty much on autopilot. It was a growth year. And a growth year means that even though you lose, you come back with the same team, right? The experience is what we were after this season, the growth. So, the first pick of the NHL entry draft goes to LA, and they're going to pick up the right wing playmaker, Eskalainen. Next up for the Winnipeg Jets, their number 2, they get themselves a Helmer, a center power forward. All right, the Pittsburgh Penguins, who moved on from what was his name, Sidney Crosby, they get themselves a center sniper. Medium elite, 79 overall. So, yeah, these teams getting some very good players. So, let's sim to the 18th overall pick is where we are at. I will call a timeout. 1 timeout. All right, and let's see what kind of players went before us. Wang, defensive defenseman, going top 4 medium. Medium top 6, medium top 6, medium top 6, medium top 4, medium top 6, top 6, top 4, top 4. Medium top 6. So, yeah, it looks like we're already dropping into, like, the mid-60s. Okay, so what do you guys think? On this team, we could use more wingers, to be honest. Actually, a center. Because Audette's the third line, a second line center for the future eventually. Alright, so first I'll do gems, because I know the Twitch Scouts always say gems. The highest gem is this guy's stock at 41. Offensive defenseman, medium top 4, cycle pinch That's what we wanted, right? But we already have Combs. We already have who else was it? Christensen. Now we're gonna need an offensive defenseman to replace Ethan Bear and Shillington eventually, but that's gonna take 3 years, right? So JJ Watt. What are you guys saying? JJ Watt. Hang on, let me go back to the top here. Watt, center, left wing, sniper. Ooh, sniper, medium, top 6. In a B league, 8 goals, 8 assists. Theo Fleury in 3 years. Interesting. All right, so if I need that sniper. Also, the left wing could be the guy who works on the first line, right? Could be the guy who works on the first line with McKinnon and Marner, even though we got Fiala. 2 years to the NHL for this guy, Laxo. And it could be that two-way forward that we need to kill penalties. If Neil Cairns, if we're moving on from Neil Cairns, right? But we do have Audette. Papineau, probably a playmaker. Don't need a center playmaker. Bertuzzi. No, don't know much about him. Meach. It's a lot of goals there for Meach. 37 and 40 in 18 minutes on time on ice, though. That's a playmaker. Bergfist. And then you can go Larry Murphy, cycle pinch. I mean, there are some defensemen that we could go after with the cycle pinch. All right. And then Davis. All right, so everyone is saying what? Just go for what? We need that left wing sniper. We have Audette, we have Dansk. We need a sniper in the top 6. All right, so I'm just going to listen to the Twitch scouts right here. We're not going to take a chance on anyone. The only thing we don't know about is his overall. He only played 15 minutes. He should be mid-60s at least, I'm hoping. So Patrick Watts from HC Davos, baby. Welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs. And you are... He's a center? Oh, no, he's a center left wing, right? Yeah, he had the left wing in his name. Yeah, okay, we're okay. So center left wing for P. Watts, medium top 6, 66 overall. It's a very good pick right there. Very good pick. Shit? No, that's not a shit pick. I think the draft doesn't have these high overall players right here. Hang on, let me see. See what we missed out on. Laxo was a little bit higher in the overall, but not too much. So you guys were right there. Bertuzzi, nah. Papineau was a grinder, 66 overall, but we're not going the grinder route. Meach was a sniper. Bergfist, a defensive defenseman, and then we have another pick. All right, so call timeout. 4 left. All right, so we got ourselves the sniper. Now what should we go for? I could go for... These guys are bust. I could go for those gems because they're not too far down the list now. Like the gem is right here. Stock, the left defenseman, offensive defenseman. Let's get him. Cycle pinch. Let's get him. Let's get him. Him and the sniper. Yeah, the gem. Do I have the green light? Because this guy, Noah Stock, we just drafted Lundstrom. We have Audette, we have Dansk, we got another sniper. Let's get an offensive defenseman in there. Stock, and then that'll give us Combs and Stock. Yeah, green? All right, beautiful. So, Noah Stock, welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs. 63 overall, offensive defenseman, medium top 4. So, we didn't score with the medium elite, but that's a very good draft. That's a very good first rounder. All right, very good. So we have to sim all the way to pick 117 now to round number 4. We're not going to go through the second and third round. I'm sure there were some good players in there. Let's sort by gems again. Let's see. Oh, there's another gem at 245. Norbert Blatter. 5-year NHL ETA. Okay, you can go a little bit later, buddy. I'm not going after him. Let us take a shot. Goaltender? Timothy Ladypoff, 4 years to get to the NHL. The only thing is we don't really have any goaltender prospects. I mean, we have the medium starters. Just trying to get lucky with a low elite. Blatter is a low elite two-way forward. I can take him next. I don't have to take him now. What about medium top 6, medium top 4? No. All right, I'm going to take a chance on a goalie. All right, we always do. We might get lucky. He is He is recommended. He's 18 and he's 6'4". Ladypoff, 4 years. Let's try him. Bang. Timofey Ladypoff. Fringe starter. Garbage. What kind of scout said he was a recommended freaking player? Oh. All right, so now that we're just taking shots, is there any really heavy players again? 6'7", 243. Slide Chuck, 20 years of age. Left defense. When was he supposed to go? 455th. Let's make this guy's life, baby. Slide Chuck. Enforcer. Low 7th defenseman. I'm going to have a tough team down. Oh, man, I missed out on a medium top 4 defensive defenseman in round 5. Son of a bitch. Fans aren't going to like that. Next up, another goaltender, Easton Parent. No, Perron. There's no way. You think I should go for it? Take a shot again? Or should I just go for that Bladder guy? Go for Bladder? Go for Bladder. There you go. Norbert Bladder. Welcome, Norbert. Hey, 60 overall is not bad. Low elites. So maybe a depth, what's it called? Jopavelt? Hell no. Maybe a depth, what's it called? Two-way forward for us that can kill penalties. And then last but not least, hey, this guy low elite two-way forward. 18 years of age. Anti-Curvenin. I'm going to take a shot here. Boys, I'm going to take that shot. Oh! He's a sniper left-wing low elite. Shot taken, shot hits. Shot hits. There it is, ladies and gents. All right, so you guys hit, and I hit at the end. And if that guy works on the first line, that's nice. Okay, so sim entire draft. There it is. The Year 5 NHL entry draft comes to a close for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They didn't really load up on draft picks this year, but they had quality in Watt and Stock, and then Bladder and Curvenin. So we got 4. We got 4 players there. I'm happy with that draft. Good draft. We didn't score that Lundstrom, that medium elite, you know? That's one of a kind, but I'm still very happy with that draft. Stanley Weber. Hey, Kaliko! He's no longer the head coach of the AHL. Should we try to re-sign him? There's no way, right? Hang on a second. Coaching staff. Hang on. So I have all my head coaches here still. Weber, the defenseman. I got to get you playing, but he's an A- now. There's no way he's going to want to sign. Let's see. Assistant coach. NHL, so no, assistant coach, buddy. All right, I'll give you the years that you want, but I got to pay you. Stanley Weber. We need to bring you back. All right, so there you go. If you don't want to sign, fine. Durrett, yeah. Kaliko, I'm going to try it. Whatever. AHL head coach. He's making more than Phil Kessel. Whatever. I got to have my AHL win, baby. All right, so this is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Financially, we are secure. 4 years, AHL head coach, $6 million. Boom. All right. Now, with that being said, this should be pretty straightforward. So we're not going to do any power of video editing. You guys can actually stay on board with us. Watch how quickly I go through this. Hill, garbage. You had the chance to come in, save Game 7, trash. All right? Ovechkin, you're going to get the chance next year. So we have our young guy, Ovechkin, that we drafted. When did we draft this guy? Year 3? In the second round, he is ready to go. Wall, I'm going to release you, trash. Maple Tofts, maple syrup fringe starter. Because he's got maple in his name, I'll sign him. All right, in Canada, gotta do it. Toskala, garbage, 200-foot shot. Leclerc still getting better, and Lady Pop still getting better. Defensively, see what I mean? We have our defensemen, but we have options this year because you go Liljegren, Riley, Lundstrom, and then Shillington and Bear and Gavrikov. You don't have to keep anymore because you have Combs, you have Kokkonen, you have Christensen. Free agency's coming up, right? You got a lot. So the Cock, bring you back unless you want a real contract. A lot of these guys might. Yep, there you go. 1 year, 2-way. That works for me. Crawl, bring you back. 1 year, 2-way. There you go. Rassinen, bring you back. I love all these AHL defenders. Villeneuve is the guy that I don't really like. He doesn't work, does he? No, this guy doesn't work. So I'm going to part ways with Villeneuve. All right. Christensen I like. Ooh, Christensen wants to get paid. 1 year. Relax. 1 year. I can afford it. He did have a really good season. Hollowell as well. I'm going to release you. We have too many guys. Hendry, I got to get some time to. Loppinen, I'm going to release you. Don't need you. All right. It's just those top 4 guys, but we have enough defenders now that I can play them. Jelena, our low elite guy, he needs a contract now, so this is what I mean. He can play in the NHL. It was a one-way deal. You signed into a one-way deal, you goof. I know, it's because he wanted $1 million. You can't sign a two-way $1 million contract. Commissaric, we can leave him out. And then Stock and all those guys. Good. So we're not going to give any of those guys contracts. Jack Quinn. All right, I'll do the smart thing. Jack Quinn, bye. All right. There you go. Go play for a team. I don't need him signing a qualifying offer and then costing me 1 point something. Bjorkvist, I'm going to release you. There you go. There's no value for it, guys. It's because he's an RFA. The game changed that now. Asset management. Fire. Guys, where does he fit on the team? I can't. Where does he fit? Sign him just to trade him? If I give him a qualifying offer, he takes the same contract. They fix qualifying offers now. The trade value with qualifying offers are way low. Sign and trade? Nah, whatever. Wakabayashi. Again, you guys go too crazy with your sign and trades. I don't like the idea of signing and trading in this game. I just don't. I think it's I think it's low. Simpson, I'm going to release you. There you go. Left wingers. Miles Wood wasn't bad. He's a penalty killer for me. But I can always bring him back later. So remember Miles Wood in free agency. Peltier I can bring back because he can play in the AHL. Kalinin, top 9. Well, he's already mid-60s. Yeah, he can play. He might be something. Shatan, Friesen. No, I don't need you. Yanni Bednar's brother. No, don't need you. Kurvinen. There's that guy that we just drafted. 50 overall, low elites. And then the center core. So I think I'll part ways with Crosby to start. How much does he want? He wants like 6.6 million, but I think we could target him in free agency. So let's just part ways with Crosby now so I can go into free. Roslovic also doesn't want to sign an extension, so I'm going to part ways with him too. Agorchensov, you can play in the AHL still, my man. There you go. Hervinen, yeah, you can play in the AHL still. There you go. Cairns. Watts is pretty much ready to go. I want to get him signed. Bladder is not ready to go, and there you are. All right. So with all those moves, we have about $10 million of cap space. Crosby wanted $6 million. I can always trade away Ethan Bear or Shillington to bring up Combs. That'll free up another little bit, right? But essentially, this is our squad. We have a 90 overall Connor Hellebuyck going into next season. Defensively, we have Liljegren, Riley, and Lundstrom, and then we have Shillington, Bear, Gavrikov that we can decide what we want to do with. We still have Combs and Christensen as well, but there could be a big-time free agent that we could sign for 2 years, right? Because the growth window, the 2-year growth window. And then the forward core, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, the first 3 lines are pretty much set. It's McKinnon, Marner, Fiala. Fiala's now an 86 overall. Tavares, Nylander, and Fogle, second line. Third line then is Dansk, Audet, and Richie, right? And then the fourth line could be Crosby with 2 two-way forwards for the penalty kill. So that's why I traded away Jack Quinn, because we're good. I want the cap space. I don't want him signing a qualifying offer. All right, so there it is. Yep. So 10-point-something million of cap space. We can head into free agency. Stanley Weber does not want to come back as my assistant coach. He's too good. He wants to move up in the world. Fair enough. Christopher Colicco, no! The coach that helped us win the Stanley Cup in year number 3. He's gone, boys. He's been replaced by Phil Kessel. Oh, maybe that might have been the worst decision I ever made. I should have kept Colicco as my head coach and kept Austin Matthews. All right, so my coaching staff, I can always improve my scouts. We have to get an AHL head coach. I could find somebody who matches up the exact same as Phil Kessel. Colicco's out there, and what about the youngest coaches? Christopher Tanev, PK Subban. I could get him as a AHL head coach, maybe. Yeah, we could bring in PK. But I want to find somebody with a forward head coaching scheme, right? The exact same as Kessel, so that we know when players work, they're going to fit on both squads. Maybe I'll just get PK for an assistant coach. All right. So all that being said, now that we're at free agency, is there anybody that I can sign to a contract extension? I don't think so. This guy, Dansk, he doesn't want an extension. Woo, that's going to be interesting. But he's an RFA, so don't worry about that. We still own his rights. And no, that's it. So we have no contracts upcoming this year. This is what I mean about being in the growth stage. We have this team together for the next 2 seasons. This season that's coming up, the season that just passed, and the season after that. All right, so we have some, oh my God, there are some studs available. So first off, the goaltender situation. Harold Bluetooth Anderson is a 2-time Stanley Cup champion, but he's not going back to Chicago. It looks like they're parting ways. They can't afford to pay him anymore. Defensively, you got McAvoy, who wants $13 million. Who's this guy? Outlaw. What a beast. Xavier Outlaw, drafted 7th overall. Oh, he could work. He's a defensive defenseman, but there's no way I'm paying $9 million. Provorov, Chichurin, Kongrachek, Slavin, Lindell, Jake Bean, baby. There's some Jake Bean down there, offensive defenseman. So we could certainly replace like an Ethan Bear or a Shillington. That's a lot of money, though. And then the forward core, you got a Patrick Kane that's available, Ehlers, Ovechkin. Ovechkin still wants $9 million. Makes sense. He's like scored 40 goals. Kiefer Bellows is nice. Because look, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to construct a solid team. 85 overall, 27 years of age, power forward, $3.8 million. Works on the third line. Kind of like But then again, we have Nick Ritchie, who's 86 overall, right? So the point I'm making, though, is mid-80s who's nice and cheap. We can get a few of these players, right? Like another one, for example, being, here you go, 2.1 million, Logan Brown, power forward, 84 overall, works in the first line. I could stack my team with players like that. But where is he? Where is he? Hang on, I gotta make sure I bring him back. Where is he? Where is he? Crosby, there you go. 84 overall, Sidney Crosby. No teams are interested in him just yet. I could take a day at a time and wait for that salary expected to come down. And then just go after a couple of fourth liners, because it's really just the fourth line. My first, second, third lines are taken care of. Crosby could be a fourth line center who plays power play and penalty kill, so he gets his ice time there. The two guys alongside of him could be a sniper and a two-way forward, right? Or two-way forwards for the penalty kill. And then you just upgrade your defensive core and you're ready to go for year number 6. So I know this video is a little bit shorter than normal. I apologize for that, but we're pretty much on autopilot and I want to see what you guys have to say. So Twitch Scouts and YouTube, let me know how we should reshape our squad. I think that Ethan Bear should be gone. Combs should replace him. Gavrikov might want to be replaced by Christensen, and then that would free up an extra $4 million to bring in Crosby and, hell, maybe even a veteran sniper to play alongside him on the fourth line who's not going to drop off, right? There's a lot of different things that we can do. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. We also live stream on Twitch where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.